Hachishakusama, the 8-foot-tall woman. This is a local ghost legend that still haunts the rural countryside of Japan to this day. The story begins with the account of a young girl who still remembers the incident clearly, even though many years have passed. When she was still a child, she went to visit her grandparents at their house in a remote rural village far from the big city. Every single night, she would hear a faint sound drifting in on the wind, a sound that wasn't like any human language. It was soft, yet it clung to her ears, as if someone were whispering a name from far, far away. One night, curiosity overcame her fear. She sneaked out of the house in the dim twilight and slipped into the forest behind the house, straining her ears to hear the sound more clearly. As she walked along, admiring the quiet beauty of the woods, she suddenly noticed a vague figure standing not far from where she was. She thought, it must be a villager out gathering things from the forest, so she walked closer to get a better look. From a distance, it looked like a young girl wearing a simple white nightgown and a wide-brimmed hat that shaded her face, walking slowly along the path. She smiled, wanting to go over and say hello, but the closer she got, the more the girl's figure began to stretch upward in a strange and terrifying way. Her long, jet-black hair cascaded all the way down to the ground. What had looked like a small, delicate body was now stretching taller and taller until her head nearly brushed the branches at the top of the trees. She stood perfectly still, her back turned exactly toward the girl. Her heart pounded. She began backing away slowly, not daring to take her eyes off the figure. But then the tall shape slowly turned around. In that instant, all she saw was pitch-black darkness beneath the wide-brimmed hat and a smile that was not human. She ran with every ounce of strength her legs could give her, crashing through the forest and the darkness. Behind her, she heard footsteps closing in, and that same sound, puh, 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 exactly like the one she had heard every night. She ran all the way back to the house, slammed the door shut with a loud bang, and collapsed onto the floor. Shaking, she told her grandmother the entire story. When her grandmother finished listening, her face turned deathly pale. She gripped her granddaughter's hands tightly and spoke in a low voice. That was Hachishakusama, the 8-foot-tall woman demon who kidnaps children who wander alone into the forest. The news spread throughout the village in a single night. Villagers who had experienced similar events nodded in agreement. Some said they had seen a tall, shadowy figure standing motionless behind trees at sunset. Others had heard the sound, and then their own children had vanished without a trace. The villagers in that region have passed down ways to protect themselves for many generations. They know exactly what Hachishakusama likes and what she hates. What Hachishakusama likes. She likes children who are alone in the forest or quiet countryside. She likes the time when the sun is just sinking below the horizon or just before dawn. She likes to use the soft puh, puh, puh sound to lure children to follow her. And most of all, she likes it when children turn around to look at her, because when they do, she gets to see the most terrified face they will ever make in their lives. What Hachishakusama hates. She hates being ignored. She hates it when people do not respond to her sound. She hates salt sprinkled in a circle around the house. She hates ofuda, protective talismans, pasted on doors and windows. And above all, she hates the 4 Jizo statues placed in the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, because those were the things that once imprisoned her for a very long time, until one of them broke and set her free. How to survive if you encounter her. Do not turn around. Do not respond to the sound, no matter how cute or gentle it may sound. Run straight back to the house immediately and close every door tightly. Sprinkle salt in all 4 corners of the room. Place a Buddha or Jizo statue in the center of the room. Paste ofuda on every door and window. Do not open any door or window until the first light of day appears, no matter whose voice you hear calling your name, even if it sounds like your grandmother, your father, or your closest friend. If you manage to survive, never, ever return to that village again. She will remember you, and she will hunt you for the rest of your life. And that is why, in some rural parts of Japan, villagers still teach their children, if you hear the sound floating on the night wind, cover your ears immediately and run back inside the house as fast as you can. Because Hachishakusama is still walking through the forest, waiting for children who wander off, and waiting for someone to turn around and look at her.